49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member FDIC.
Next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, great action from all around the Bay Area. We have top football matchups including Bellarmine at McClymonds. Sarah meets De La Salle and Leland travels to Palo Alto.
Thrilling volleyball highlights this week with Campo battling Foothill, water polo with Lomas and College Park, and the two Pittsburgh top recruits ready to make their season something to remember. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in Oakland as the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons show off their new athletic facilities this past week. The Dragons with former 49er J.J. Stokes on the coaching staff this season.
O'Dowd hosting an Akulani's team coming off an opening week win. Junior wideout Paul Kuhner had a big game for the Dons with over 100 yards receiving. The Dragons and Dons meeting on Friday night.
Bishop O'Dowd ready for action against Akulani's Friday night. No score through the first, but in the second, Sully Bailey tosses over the middle to Paul Kuhner and he takes off. He sprints away but is brought down at the 41. Dons push it further downfield. Then Sully Bailey hands off to Ellis Berger and he breaks through the line, heads down the sideline and fights his way into the end zone. Akulani strikes first. Then a few minutes later, Sully Bailey turns and takes a beat before spinning back and firing to Paul Kuhner. Kuhner hustles his way down 10 yards before being pushed out of bounds. Then, hey, it worked last time, why not go again? Sully Bailey flips to Ellis Berger and he flies into the end zone to put the Dons up by 14. Akulani's will score once more to take a 21-point lead into halftime. Then O'Dowd coming out firing. Owen Merritt unloads downfield to Makari Kenyon and he stays just in bounds for a huge pickup. Akulani's, though, again holds them and the score stands until the fourth. Then Jake Boselli tosses back to Paul Kuhner and Kuhner keeps racking up the yards. This one a 30-yard run to bring the Dons in striking distance and Jake Boselli punches it in here to extend the lead to 28. The Dragons, though, keep fighting, and with a minute and a half left in the game, Owen Merritt goes one way, switches it up, scrambles, and maneuvers his way in to score to get O'Dowd on the board, and that will be it. 28-7 is your final.
Off to San Jose now as the Lee Longhorns take on the Pioneer Mustangs Friday night. Pioneer looking to get on the board first. Gage Hauser with a quick pass to Anthony Stupenkoff, who stiff-arms the defender and stays in bounds to get the first down. Then a few plays later, Hauser scrambles to his right and finds Stupenkoff again, and number 4 breaks some tackles and muscles his way into the end zone. 7-0 Pioneer after 1. Second quarter now, and Tyler Donaldson finds Carter Williams in stride, and the team captain breaks some tackles and goes 50 yards to the house to tie the game at 7. Later in the quarter, Donaldson finds Williams in the end zone again as Lee takes a 14-7 lead at the half. Lee looking for more in the second half. Give it to Cheyenne Chariot, and the junior scampers in for the score. 21-7 Lee Longhorns, but the Mustangs answer back. Hauser calls his own number and runs in for the touchdown. 21-14 Longhorns after 3. Pioneers still on the comeback trail in the fourth. Hauser steps back and throws to Alessandro Capolini in the end zone, and it's tied up at 21. The Mustangs with a chance to win it late, hand it to Jesse Herrera, who powers his way into the end zone as the Mustangs rise from the dead to win it 28-21 to go to 2-0 in the season. Hauser and Stupenkoff leading the charge for the Mustangs.
Jake Vanderbrook and Los Gatos as the Wildcats battle Mitty. First set, Monarchs look to get into a groove early, but Bridget Brown is there with a ferocious block for the Wildcats. But you know what they say, what goes around comes around. Madison Courtney leaps and says, leave it on your side for a Monarchs point. Then later in the set, Casey Kaoli swings a gorgeous pass to the outside. The Audrey Liddell and the Cal commit unloads for the kill. Mitty wins set 1, 25-19. Second set, Wildcats on the move. Kate Vanderbosch feeds a pass inside the Portia Zeidler, and the freshman drops the hammer for a Wildcats point. But the Monarchs would respond. Liddell bumps it to Kaoli, who sets it over to Caitlin Cook, and the junior spikes it down with authority. Mitty takes set 2, 25-22. Los Gatos not going down without a fight. Third set, Kate Vanderbosch with a phenomenal phenomenal set to Hannah Slover, and the 2022 high jump state champion winds and fires for the kill, but it was all Mitty in this one. For match point, Kaoli with another great pass to the outside, and Isabella Romero unloads for the kill. Mitty picks up a road win, beating Los Gatos 3-0. Audrey Liddell leading the way with 11 kills.
Ivan Garcia here in Walnut Creek as College Park looks to stay undefeated as the Falcons fly into Las Lomas. The Knights were looking sharp in the first. Matthew Martin rockets a shot that finds the net as Las Lomas strikes first. A few minutes later, Daniel Hollander finds Riley Powers, and he powers in his shot, and the first ends Knights up 3-1. Late second, Falcons now down 4-1. Falcons awarded a penalty shot, but Carson Christensen comes up big with a huge block to keep the 3-point lead at the half. Third quarter now. Nick Austin aims, and he fires the ball right past the keeper to make it 4-2. Later in the quarter, score now 5-2. Connor Tilburg scores and cuts the lead 5-3 going into the fourth. Mid-fourth, Knights lead by 2. Falcons try to clear the ball from danger, but Logan Christensen comes up with it and fires into the empty net, making it 7-4. With time winding down, Falcons looking to make the game close, but Carson Christensen uses his face to make the save. He was okay and stayed in to finish the game. Las Lomas gets the home open victory after beating College Park 7-4.
Each week, the Rikus Center helps us honor the Players of the Week.
The players announced in a wrap produced by the good folks at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
The Rikus Center, 49ers Cal High, we back at it. Once again, your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Taking the kickoff is running back Elaine Gachara. To the defense, he's saying sayonara. As he takes it to the house, he got a style that will get a crowd going wild for the Wildcats. Where they from? Doherty Valley, his seniority proudly on display as he's picking up yards profoundly. Rush for 204 in a win over Milpitas. His coach probably thinking nobody will beat us. Next, we spotlight William Augenstein. His play's already being described by Robert Braunstein. Gotta check out what he's brewing for the Bruins of Branham. Now as a senior, he's been garnering fandom. 15 for 20, 366 total yardage with 4 TDs. His reputation can't be tarnished. Taking snaps, proceeded with many moves to defeat Pioneer 29-22. Oh yeah. Rikus Center, 49ers Cal High Sports Report. We back at it for another year of your Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
U.S. Bank presents the Coach of the Week.
This week's Coach of the Week is Lincoln head coach Phil Ferrigno. The Lincoln Mustangs picked up a big opening week win last week. The Mustangs looking very good again this year, and head coach Phil Ferrigno is a big reason why. Phil Ferrigno from Lincoln, our U.S. Bank Coach of the Week. Stanford Medicine brings us great advice for athletes every week.
Here's Dr. Michael Freehill with this week's tip.
Hydration is one of the most important nutritional concerns for an athlete. Around 60% of body weight is water. With athletics or working out, fluid is lost through the skin with sweat and the lungs while breathing. When lost fluid is not replaced at regular intervals during athletics, it can lead to dehydration. A dehydrated athlete has a decreased volume of blood circulating through the body. The best way to prevent dehydration is to consume plenty of fluids before, during, and after a workout or competition. Have a bottle of fluid available when working out and drink as often as desired, ideally every 15 to 20 minutes. Also, do not wait to drink until you are thirsty.
Coming up, our first SunPower electric game as Bellarmine battles McClymonds.
And Las Lomas takes on James Logan as 49ers Cal High Sports continues.
The Rikus Center's Community Service Program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rikus Center has to offer, our Community Service Program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rikus Center.
Yeah, let's redo the basement.
Hello, home movie theater.
Spare bedroom. Why not both? Use the U.S. Bank mobile app to apply for a home improvement loan. It's easy.
Wonderful, Alex.
Hey, that's what U.S. Bank is for. Anything else?
How about a loan for a bigger car? Our family is growing.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother's moving in with his 5 dogs.
Oh.
Hey-o!
And we're expecting.
Expecting what?
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
For nearly half a century, DevCon Construction has helped build the dreams of Bay Area schools. DevCon Construction buildings and fields are the foundation for many of our finest schools. The exceptional quality of our finished product is a big reason why we are ranked as the largest builder in Silicon Valley. The quality is what keeps our customers satisfied and wanting to use DevCon for their future projects. DevCon Construction, building our communities from schools to stadiums. Nearly half a century of quality service and a history of success.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By SunPower Electric, proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Stanford Medicine, #1 in Northern California in orthopedics. By Service Champions, High Five Service, Champion Attitude, Service Champions. By Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads. And by the Reiki Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
The McClymonds Warriors had a great season last year, winning a state title as part of a 12-1 season.
The Warriors opening this season against a tough Bellarmine team playing its second game of the year. 2 top Bay Area teams meeting in our first SunPower Electric game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Electric game.
It's McClymonds' season opener, and there's no better way to kick off the 2022 season at the Mac House as the Warriors take on the Bellarmine Bells. This game features 2 of the top running backs in the Bay Area. For Bellarmine, Ben Pfaff is the player to watch out for. Last week, the senior rushed for 125 yards with 2 touchdowns against Menlo Atherton. And for McClymonds, keep an eye on Javian Thomas. Last season, number 21 rushed for over 1,500 yards with 20 touchdowns. Will Bellarmine bounce back from last week's loss, or will the reigning state champs kick off the 2022 season with a W? Find out in our first SunPower Electric game.
Before the game, McClymonds honored NBA legend and civil rights activist Bill Russell, who graduated from McClymonds back in 1952. To the highlights, the Bells get off to a hot start on play action. Nate Escalada takes a shot to the end zone and finds Colin Lacaraju for a 33-yard touchdown. Extra point is good, 7-zip Bellarmine. But here comes Mac. Javian Thomas takes the carry, cuts to the outside, and the jet is loose! 80 yards to the house. PAT good. It's all tied up at 7 apiece. Over 4 minutes left in the first. Bellarmine on the move, but Tayshawn Clayton reads this pass like a book to come up with the INT. Moments later, Deontay Faison, with all sorts of time, takes a shot to the end zone, and Tajir Golden hauls it in for a 52-yard touchdown. 14-7 McClymonds after 1. Over 4 minutes left in the second frame. Mac on the attack. Hand the ball off to Javian Thomas, and the senior sprints down the far sideline, and you can kiss him goodbye. 165 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns for Thomas as the Warriors are up 21-7 at the half. But Bellarmine would get a much-needed boost in the second half. All thanks to Jake Hansen, who gets a hand on this ball to block the kick. The senior would scoop up the pigskin and would take this return 75 yards to the house. Man, oh man, we have ourselves a ball game. Fourth quarter, Bells in the red zone. Nate Escalada left the game with a head injury, so Parker 3 takes a shot to the end zone, and Wilson Pimento makes a terrific catch for a Bellarmine touchdown. Extra point good. Overtime at the Mac House. Bellarmine wins the toss, so they elect to defer. Mac goes 3 and out, but Isaac Espinoza is able to split the sticks, giving the Warriors a 24-21 lead. Bellarmine can win the game with a touchdown, but Tayshawn Clayton strips the ball. Gregory Kenny III recovers the rock to end the game. Oh my goodness! McClymonds defeats Bellarmine in dramatic fashion. 24-21 the final. Here's Tayshawn Clayton after the game.
I was sent on a blitz. He went around. I just came around and hit him, met him in the hole. Just working hard all game. We pushed through it in overtime. Felt good.
In Oakland with the SunPower Electric game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook. 49ers, Cal Sports.
Friday night with the Los Lomas Knights and the James Logan Colts. Jack Johnson with the highlights. Pick it up on the first drive. Sun still shining, and Al Jacko finds some daylight through his offensive line and struts into the end zone. Colts take the early 7-0 lead. Flash forward to the final seconds of the first half. Colts gunning for the end zone, up 21-0, and look at Miller extend the play. Sets his feet and uncorks one toward the end zone, and out of nowhere comes Denzel Mercado, highest of notes to close the half. It's 28-0. Second half, and the Knights have work to do, and they get right to it. First play from scrimmage, look at the speed from Emmanuel Carnley. A blur down the sideline, 65-yard statement touchdown, makes it 28-7. Midway third quarter, Knights defense forced a punt, and freshman quarterback Dylan Thomas throws it up, and there's that dude again. Carnley in the corner, 4-6, and we suddenly have a game at 28-14. Colts feeling pressure, but it produces a gem as Jaleel Jones turns the corner, cruises to the end zone. Some insurance for the Colts at 35-14. Now later in the fourth, the Knights simply won't stop fighting. Down by 15, Dougie Silva shows some muscle with a weight room touchdown, and it cuts the deficit to 9, but they fail to get the 2-point conversion, and the onside kick is recovered by Jonathan Watts, and the Colts hold on for the victory. Miller with a big night for James Logan's winning effort.
The Campo Cougars on the road taking on Foothill. The Falcons here going Casey Burdick to Katie Salonga, and Paige Bennett says Salonga to that one as the Falcons take a big first set lead. Campo trying to come back as Bella Montero bumps to Anna Dendinger. A deep set to the freshman McKenna Carson for the kill. But the first set goes to the Falcons. Taya Williamson to Salonga, deep to Casey Burdick, who rips it off the block and out. And later in the first, Paige Bennett digs to Salonga over to Burdick, who paints the back line, and Foothill has a first set win. Early second, more Falcons as Burdick with a nice dig to Salonga over to Paige Bennett, and the junior captain lands a cross-court rocket. Paige looking great coming off a broken ankle last year. Campo with a second set lead as Annie Dendinger sets Bella Montero, who rips it off the block. But Foothill comes back to win the second set. Bennett passes to Salonga to Casey Burdick, who goes hardline. That was impressive. Later in the second, Michaela Balawan with a diving dig to Salonga, deep to Burdick, and that was working well. 2-0 Foothill. Campo missing a couple of key players and Foothill taking advantage. Bennett to Salonga, back to Bennett. Those two know each other very well. As Foothill goes on to win it 3 straight sets, Bennett and Burdick leading the way. Service Champions is the champion when it comes to HVAC sales and championship service.
This week's Service Champion Student Spotlight is Nuhao Nguyen from Milpitas High School. Nuhao plays volleyball at Milpitas and is part of the school's ASB, where she helps approve clubs and organizations for the school year. Nuhao also helps organize Clog Rush every semester, a week-long event fair during lunch where clubs and organizations are showcased for students to join.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner every week.
This celebrates Spirit Squads all around the Bay Area. This week, we bring you the cheer team from Doherty Valley.
Coming up, Leland's new freshman quarterback is on display as the Chargers battle Palo Alto.
But first, here's this week's Cupertino Electric Volleyball Poll.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Kids these days, they're curious, kind, and resilient. A generation of givers and doers, kids these days are redefining what it means to show their true colors and shine bright. That's why at Clover the Rainbow, we're committed to providing families with nutritious, organic, American Humane certified smoothies. And now, organic lactose-free whole milk and organic DHA omega-3 plus choline milk. Clover the Rainbow, power your brilliance.
From the beginning, West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, West works for me.
Put our premier savings account to work for you, now paying up to 25 times the national average. West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
We are Doherty Valley Wildcat, and you're watching 49ers How High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. Yeah!
We are back with action from Palo Alto as the Vikings look to come back from an opening week loss to battle Leland.
The Chargers added highly regarded freshman quarterback Brandon Mann to the squad this week. Mann practiced with the team for the first time this week and got his first start against Palo Alto Friday night.
Here come the Palo Alto Vikings as they host Leland Friday night. Adrian Soriano with the highlights. The Chargers looking to march down the field, but Lincoln Tudor comes up with the sack. No score after one. Pally trying to get their offense started in the second, but the pass is picked off by Ishan Adusumali, and Ishan is off to the races, 37 yards to the house, and it's 7-0 Leland in the lead. The Chargers on offense now. Brandon Mann connects with Carson DeFilippis, who tosses it to Miles Roberts, and Miles takes it inside Vikings territory. Leland would score a few plays later, 14-0 Chargers at the half. The Leland special teams makes their presence felt to start the second half as Jake Herrera pops the ball loose and run into the hands of Jason Jinguji, who sprints all the way into the end zone. 21-0 Leland Chargers in the lead, but Pally comes right back. Declan Packard fires and hits Jason Alzine in the end zone to cut the deficit to 14. The Vikings get the ball back later in the quarter. Give it to Jeremiah Madrigal, who sheds a tackle, runs down the sideline, and he is gone! 30 yards to pay dirt, and it's 21-14 Leland Chargers after 3. Pally knocking on the door in the fourth, and it's Madrigal punching it in for his second TD of the night, and this game is tied at 21, but the Chargers come right back. Brandon Mann rolls to the right and throws on the run to Edusabali, who makes the catch and stride, and he is gone! 65 yards to the house as the Leland Chargers retake the lead, 28-21. Palo Alto trying to tie it up late, but the pass is picked off by Miles Roberts, and Miles will make his way into the end zone as the Chargers win at 35-21 for their first win of the season. Brandon Mann leading the way for the Chargers.
Los Lomas looking to defend home territory as the Knights host the Falcons. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. The Knights got on the board a lot in the first quarter. Sage Berry buries it into the net to make it 3-0. Then a minute later, it's Tiernan Lynch with the perfect pass to Lily Palma, and she scores, giving the Knights a 5-0 lead at the end of one. Second quarter looked just like the first. More goals for the Knights, including this long-range shot by Haley Cordano as Los Lomas is up 9-0 at the half. The scoring spree would continue into the third. The freshman Palma stayed fresh throughout the whole game, giving the Knights a 10-0 lead. Palma again in front of the net and sidearms this shot for the beautiful goal. 6-goal game for Palma as Los Lomas leads 14-0 after 3. Into the fourth, and Lucy Galbraith with a quick shot that gets the Falcons on the board. The Falcons would score 3 more times in the fourth, but it wouldn't be enough as Los Lomas gets the win over College Park.
U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
This week we feature 2 of the very best players in the Bay Area and the nation. Both have made their highly anticipated commitments and are now ready to enjoy their senior season. Here they are, Rashid and Rashada. Summertime was life-changing for 2 of the Bay Area's very best football players. Pittsburgh teammates Jaden Rashada and Rashid Williams have played football together since elementary school and are now in their senior seasons with the Pirates. Their big decisions this summer changed everything.
I knew I wanted to go to Washington, so I chose Washington. I like the offense they run. There's a lot of people in the stands every game, and I love the city. It reminds me of San Francisco.
Rashid Williams is a four-star do-it-all wideout with great size and speed. He is on the receiving end of the passes from four-star quarterback Jaden Rashada, widely regarded as one of the very best high school quarterbacks in the nation. Rashada's choice for college was highly anticipated.
I like to announce I'll be committing to the University of Miami.
You know, beyond blessed to be in the position I was, but recruiting process, you know, it was stressful, you know, at times, and a hard decision to make, but I finally know where I'm going, you know, feel like a relief off my back, and it's a different feeling, most definitely, knowing, you know, that you already got that part taken care of and can put your full focus towards my team now.
Rashada will always be known for his groundbreaking deal in the ever-changing world of NIL agreements.
It was a real circus, and I know it was hard on him. I think he handled it really well. I think it was a lot of pressure on a kid, you know, and he's looking out for his family, you know, with all this, like all the other stuff that's coming in now with the NIL money and all this other stuff. I'm glad that it's over because I really want him to enjoy being a kid.
Having the commitment and business side of it done, Rashada lightens up as he talks about this final season with the Pittsburgh squad.
Man, I feel so blessed to be out here with the team and just have everything like, you know, just finally get to, you know, just have fun with it, because this was the fun part.
I say our chances are really high. I know we didn't get to where we wanted to last year. We were a game short, but I think this year with our skilled players, our linemen, our coaching staff, I think it's really doable for us to get to state and also win it.
Williams is also a top student with a 4.1 GPA. He's looking forward to his senior season as much for the schoolwork as his work on the field.
I just think that you can't be one-sided in life, and that one-sided with being just good in football, that can take you so far, and eventually it'll run out. So I think having great grades is also a good thing to have, and I'm glad my parents stay on me about that.
Rashid and Rashada are a magical matchup for the Pirates. This dynamic duo is a coach's dream.
They're two of the hardest workers on the team. They're great. They're great kids. They're good people, so that makes it a lot easier.
Now with the summer decisions behind them, these two star players can look ahead to the joy of playing their senior season. The Pirates crushed it in their first game, so they're 1-0 to start the season, and we can look forward to them having another outstanding year.
Vic has a talented squad over there at Pittsburgh.
Yes, he does. Mary West Credit Union honors teachers every week with the Mary West Merit Award.
This week, Andrew Palacios from Wilcox honors his favorite teacher, Brandon Denault.
I'll say my favorite teacher, Brandon Denault, because he be getting us right, and he always getting us learning and making sure we're doing right in this classroom.
Coming up, our mattress firm Perfect Match with Bay Area Powers, Sarah and De La Salle.
And North Bay Volleyball with University and Tamalpais as 49ers Cal Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
Everyone can learn. Sometimes it's the teacher who makes all the difference. At Math Enrichment, we use only top-rated credentialed teachers. Our fully accredited WASC schools allow you to move up to advanced classes in high school and get high school credit. Math Enrichment has fun, recreational activities helping to make your math experience a joy. You can learn even advanced math, and we can help make it happen. Sign up at mathenrichment.net or at one of our many Bay Area locations. Use the Cal-Hi promo code for the best possible price.
Young Tommy was born a champion and always up for a challenge. He pursued the patience, persistence, and problem-solving skills he still uses today at Service Champions. We're now offering $88 AC tune-ups with a free water heater safety inspection. High-five service, champion attitude. Your comfort is a puzzle that Service Champions will solve. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Brought your baseball glove to basketball practice, but turned out to be football practice? Game on, junk sleeve. During Mattress Firm's Labor Day sale, get a king for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin and save up to $700. Plus, a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase. You can't put a price on good sleep, but it's better on sale. Mattress Firm.
Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Sharks Eyes, the official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. By DevCon, build, perform, design, sustain. And by Math Enrichment. Learn, achieve, have fun.
Each week, Mattress Firm helps us find a great match on the field or court, just like they try and find a great match for you and your mattress. This week, it's the big game in the Bay Area as the West Catholic League Sarah battles powerful De La Salle.
The Padres had an impressive opening week win over Folsom, while De La Salle was equally impressive, toppling Monterey Trail. It's our Mattress Firm perfect match played at De La Salle Friday night.
Here come the De La Salle Spartans in front of a packed house on Friday night. It's Sarah driving early. Malawaki Smith back to throw and finds Jaden Weber over the middle. Jaden is in and the Padres have a 7-0 lead. De La Salle driving later in the first as Carson Sui fires to Cooper Flanagan and the Notre Dame bound senior gets a first down. Later same drive, Sui takes it in and we're tied at 7-all. Sarah driving in the second quarter, but the Spartans defense stands tall as Grant Wells gets the interception to stop the Sarah drive. 2 minutes before the half, the Padres driving again as Smith hits Joey Villa-Roman, and Joey fights for a first down and more. A terrific play for Villa-Roman. Later same drive, Smith dancing around the backfield and finally finding the big tight end, Seamus Gilmartin, all alone in the middle of the field and dragging defenders to the 15-yard line. But moments before the half, the ball is fumbled. The Spartans end up recovering, and we go to halftime tied at 7-all. Second half now, De La Salle taking charge. Toa Fa'avae in at quarterback. Toa stumbles as he turns the corner, but regains his balance and then turns on the Jets. Blazing speed down the sidelines, 43 yards, and De La Salle has a 14-7 lead. Later in the third, the Spartans driving again and again. It's Fa'avae with a nice run. And when Charles Greer barrels his way into the end zone, it's 21-7 De La Salle going to the fourth quarter. But the Padres battle back. Smith on fourth and short hits Weber for a huge first down there. And now in the red zone, Smith rolling to his left and firing to the end zone for Villa-Roman, who makes the grab, and the Padres trail by just 7. The Padre defense coming up big late as linebacker Danny New gets into the backfield, pinning the Spartans back deep in their own territory. After a punt, the Padres get great field position. Smith tosses to Jaden Green, and the game is tied at 21-all with 3 minutes to play. Third and long for the Spartans, and another huge defensive play for Sarah as Marley Alapati dives for the interception, and that gives the Padres the ball deep in Spartan territory, setting up this field goal attempt from Dylan Jude to win it, and Dylan nails it to give the Sarah Padres a thrilling come-from-behind win. 24-21, the final score to give the Sarah Padres a second significant win in a row.
It means a lot. It means a lot to play a great team, a team that is well coached, and we had to be disciplined this week. That was our theme of this week, and then we had a couple mistakes, but we stayed true to ourselves and did play positive football. It was definitely the best win of my career. It meant a lot, and I'm just happy that it happened.
The TAM crowd hyped for the Red-Tailed Hawks hosting University Tuesday evening. First set, Wesley Slavin back sets to the freshman Catherine Moriarty for the slam to the hardwood, but University breaks away. Danny Lee bumps, Nikki Gatos sets to Mila Chan, and Chan smacks it just over the defenders and past a diving Hawk for a point. Red Devils take game 1 to the second. Mila Chan to the ground with a nice dig. Danny Lee sets cross-court for Kinari at Luru to fire a laser to the back row. University takes game 2, but if you thought this would be a sweep, oh no. Game 3. Tam time. Wesley Slavin sets to Natalia Clifford and boom to the back corner. Tam goes on to take game 3. On to the 4th in this set. Was a close one till the end. University's Danny Lee passes to Lucy Welch to tie it at 24-all. Then Tam strings a couple big plays together. Natalia Clifford hits it over and finds an opening, and Tam fights back to a 26-24 win to send it to a 5th and final game. Tam keeps the momentum. Wesley Slavin sets to Natalia Clifford, who smashes this one over. Then Malia Parsons bumps. Wesley Slavin passes to Zoe Lico, and she drives it to the back corner for the point. Tam comes back from going down 2 sets and wins it in 5.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, celebrating young people who donate their time to do good work in their communities.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Menlo's Lucas Vogel, a Menlo basketball player. Lucas recently took part in the Steel Mike Shootout to benefit the Michael Harris Fund put on by the Children's Health Council. The event raised funds and awareness for teen mental health issues. Lucas is also part of a mental health club at Menlo. The issues surrounding mental health are very important to Lucas.
I think there's a lot of teenagers struggling with mental health, and it's a big problem, and we need to create awareness and create a supportive community that really backs these teenagers, and to make them know that they're supportive, that they have support around them so they don't feel isolated or alone.
Gallo Salami salutes top athletes looking to play beyond high school.
This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is sophomore wideout Chris Lawson from Foothill High School. Chris is a 4-star wideout for the Falcons, being recruited by a number of schools, including several from the Pac-12.
Coming up, we head south to Christopher as the Cougars take on Piedmont Hills.
And later in the show, it's Liberty taking on Los Gatos. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. We are back at Levi Stadium with the Christopher Cougars off to an impressive start to the season, winning their season opener 31-0 with sophomore quarterback Jackson Robinson throwing for 177 yards and 2 touchdowns.
How do you spell Jackson?
Jaxen.
You sure?
Maybe.
83% sure. The Cougars meeting Piedmont Hills. The Pirates also won their opener with Ray Heredia leading a 4th quarter comeback. 2 1-0 teams looking to stay undefeated on Thursday night. The Christopher Cougars taking on the Piedmont Hills Pirates to kick off week 2. First play of the game, Kingsley Okoronkwo gets the handoff to pick up the first down. Later same drive, Damian Gomez takes it himself to the house. Damian is in PAT good, 7-0 Cougars. Next drive, Jackson Robinson connects with Jatarius Lee. It's a huge 75-yard touchdown play, 14-0 Christopher Cougars with a big early lead. We go to second quarter action now, and it's William Rizquala taking the handoff in and out of traffic. Look at him go. He's still not down, breaking even more tackles. Number 7 going the other direction. He is in and punishing the defender at the end. What a play. Later in the half, Robinson airs it out. It's a diving Syed Mustafa. What a pass and catch there. Beautiful. Same drive, Amari Bluford zigzags his way into the end zone. After the PAT, the Cougars are up 35-0. Next possession, Okoronkwo marches his way to a 32-yard touchdown, breaking a tackle along the way. Jumping to the 4th quarter, the Pirates making their way downfield. It's a handoff to senior Asias Garcia for the first down. Same drive, quarterback Ray Heredia passing to Angel Maceo, who reaches out to the 1-yard line. Heredia sneaks his way past the goal line for the touchdown, but Christopher wins big. 51-9 was the final.
Adrian Soriano here in Oak Grove as Milpitas takes on the Eagles Tuesday night. The Trojans on the attack early. Sarah Swihovic to Jade Crum, then right back to Sarah for the kill. You just saw Sarah Swihovic kill. Now how about a Sarah Swihovic ace? Sarah with a brilliant serve for the point as Milpitas takes set 1, 25-13. Oak Grove trying to rally back in set 2. Brandon Cow digs it. Kathy Lou sets it, and Amaya Brown tips it over for the kill. But Milpitas comes right back. Swihovic over to Crum, and Jade sets it up perfectly for a Trisha Chung kill. Now it's Mia Braceras with the bump, Crum with the set, and Swihovic once again with the finish as Milpitas wins set 2, 25-18. The Trojans continue their momentum into set 3. Jada Centennial over to Ivy Nguyen, and Ivy sets up another Swihovic kill. Milpitas looking to put the finishing touches in this one. Swihovic to Nguyen to Crum, and Jade puts it away as the Trojans win it in 3 straight sets to go to 2-0 on the season. Swihovic with 11 kills for the Trojans.
Math Enrichment is the Bay Area leader in quality tutoring to help you become a Scholar Athlete.
So Math Enrichment brings us the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Nate Escalada, the starting quarterback for the Bellarmine Bells. Nate is also a top student with a very impressive 4.2 GPA.
Albany's Construction is back with us again this year, presenting the Dirty Work play.
This is a play showing the type of grit and determination shown by all of the workers at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work play goes to the Doherty Valley defense. Theodore Leon gets to the quarterback first, then Arsh Gill finishes it off. The Wildcats D doing the dirty work, just like Albany's Construction. Coming up, 2 top CCS teams as Wilcox hosts Hollister.
And the St. Francis Lancers on the hardwood against Menlo as 49ers Salle Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, rolls along.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain. Hi, ladies. Alex from U.S. Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point-of-sale system that can track inventory, manage schedules, and customize orders? That's what U.S. Bank Business Essentials is for. What about a new oven? Can U.S. Bank help us there? We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes. That would be a big help. Huge. Jumbo. Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. We'll get there together.
The Rika Center's Community Service Program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rika Center has to offer, our Community Service Program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rika Center.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. The Wilcox Chargers picked up an impressive opening week win, but have another tough challenge this week.
Yeah, the Chargers taking on a Hollister team, also winning its first game last week. Wilcox and Hollister in this week's CCS SunPower Electric game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Electric game.
Welcome to Fitzpatrick Field for a big non-league matchup between the Wilcox Chargers and the Hollister Hay Balers. Some key players to watch from both teams. For the Chargers, it's senior Andrew Palacios, who rushed for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns against Valley Christian last week. For the Balers, it's senior running back Michael Reyes, who rushed for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns against Oak Grove last week. Which of these 2 teams will go to 2-0 in the season? Let's find out in our CCS SunPower Electric game. The Chargers get on the board first, give it to Andrew Palacios, who powers in for the score, 7-0 Wilcox after 1. Wilcox looking for more in the second. It's Palacios with the handoff again, and Andrew makes his way down the far sideline inside the 25-yard line. But the Hollister defense stands tall as Isaiah Aguayo comes up with a pick in the end zone to keep the Charger lead at 7. Wilcox gets the ball back later in the quarter. Armand Johnson heaves it down the field for Malwidi Saleh, who makes the catch, sheds a couple tackles, and he is gone! A 54-yard touchdown connection, and it's 14-0 Chargers. Then just a few minutes later, Saleh fields the punt from the 30. Malwidi finds a seam, gets a couple blocks, and there he goes past the 50, and he is flying! Malwidi to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Chargers. It's 21-0 Wilcox in the lead. Hollister trying to answer back just before the half. Abel Galindo finds it, hits Isaiah Molina, who hauls it in and takes it all the way to the 1-yard line. Then handed to Michael Reyes, who scampers into the end zone. 21-7 Chargers at halftime. Wilcox on the attack again in the second half. Johnson throws to Ryan Cooper, who makes the catch in stride, and Ryan is in for 6. 28-7 Chargers. Hollister looking to stay in it, but the pass is picked off by Frankie to go high, and Frankie is off to the races. 52 yards to pay dirt as the Wilcox Chargers cruise to their second win of the year. Here's Salle talking about the team's aspirations this season.
To be honest, we missing our main running back, but we got wide receivers, we got new running backs, we gonna make it work. We going all the way to state again, you know what I mean? We lost our last player, move on to the next. We got good players coming.
In Santa Clara with the CCS SunPower Electric game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
The Lancers are ready to battle the Knights as St. Francis hosts Menlo. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. First set, Lancers having an 11-6 lead. Havana Hope with the overhand pass to Taylor Williams for the powerful spike that could not be returned. Then it's Ali Kaltai with the perfect pass for Brooke Dumkowski, who gets the thunderous kill. A great defensive play here as Sammy Franco dives for the deep dig. Hope with the pass to Aaron Curtis, and she spikes it into another dimension. First set goes to St. Francis 25-14. Second set was close at the start, but the Lancers got hot. Curtis with the slam that finds the hardwood as St. Francis goes on a 16-6 run. Knights are trying to fight back, but Williams comes up with the rejection and the Lancers are showing her some love. St. Francis takes the second set 25-12. St. Francis opens the third set with 8 straight points, including this ace that was perfectly placed by Sasha Tuma. Menlo go on a run to cut the deficit. Bella Chen finds a gap to get the point, but the Lancers would shut that down. Hope with the block, and St. Francis would take the third set 25-19. St. Francis starts the season off with a home win over Menlo in 3 straight sets.
The Branham Bruins have a young and talented volleyball squad this season.
We saw the Bruins in action last week and talked with the team this week at the Rikus Center. We're here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And we are here with the ladies from the Branham volleyball team. Welcome to the Rikus Center, ladies. With me right here is Avalon Agnelli. Avalon, one of the few seniors on this team. What's it like having that senior leadership this year?
I think it's been a lot to kind of adjust and, get used to like a new team, but I think it's going to be a really good year for us because we had a strong team last year, and I think we're just bringing in more new talent to get better.
Yeah, and part of that new talent is Casey Nguyen. What's it like being a freshman and having such a big role on this team?
It's definitely intimidating because this is my first season of high school, and because there was such a strong team last year, I feel like there's quite a bit of pressure to continue playing on this team, but I'm really excited.
And I know you've heard a lot about Coach Heather coming in. What's she been like? Is she as mean and nasty and tough as everybody says?
Not as tough as I thought she would be, but she is a really great coach, and I'm looking forward to be playing for her for the next few seasons.
Yeah. Coach Heather's a great coach and a very good friend of the show. We really appreciate all her help. Here is a sophomore outside hitter, Giselle Payton, and Giselle, an outstanding sophomore coming up through the ranks. What's it been like so far being a part of this Branham team?
It's been so fun being a part of this Branham team. It has been such a fun journey through last season when we won CCS and went to NorCals, and through this season I think we will be very strong. Thanks
to the girls from Branham. Ladies, good luck the rest of the season. Take us out with a cheer.
Coming up, an NCS versus CCS battle as Liberty meets Los Gatos.
But first, here is our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for football. The Liberty Lions look really strong this year with senior quarterback Nate Bell throwing to his favorite target, Deuce Carr.
The Lions heading south this week to take on Los Gatos, the Wildcats suffering an opening week loss and looking to pick up their first win of the season at home against Liberty Friday night.
The Cat Den is roaring as Los Gatos Wildcats host Liberty Lions. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Midway through the first, Jake Boyd steps back and finds his man Will Brennan along the sidelines for the 27-yard connection. Then a few plays later, Jalen Thomas gets the handoff and punches it in for the short yard touchdown. Wildcats up 7-0 at the end of one. First play of the second quarter was a big one. Boyd with time in the pocket. He finds Henry Wong wide open, and Wong is long gone. The 52-yard touchdown extends the lead 14-0. Later in the quarter, Los Gatos at the goal line, and Boyd takes it in himself with the quarterback sneak, and the score is now 21-0 Wildcats. Less than a minute left in the half. Wildcats looking for a quick score, but Lions safety Kyle Cook gets the juggling interception as the first half ends. Wildcats up by 21. Third quarter now. Emilio Mejia gets the rock. He shakes off one tackle, kicks it into hyperdrive, and no one will catch him. 66 yards to the house for the Swiftie running back. Wildcats will tag on a field goal later in the game as Los Gatos gets the shutout home victory over Liberty by a final score of 31-0.
The Harker School helps us honor the people who mentor the high school stars we feature every week.
Here's Monta Vista volleyball star Abby Kraus giving credit to her parents.
My parents have pushed me both to be the best I can be. They love me so much and they're always so supportive. I know like my dad's not always here all the time, but he loves me so much, and I know he's cheering me on from wherever he is, and I just love my parents so much and they've done everything for me.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Just before the start of school, 10th and 11th graders each went on their annual class trips. The sophomores conquered a ropes course in the beautiful Santa Cruz Mountains, while the juniors went rafting on the American River. These activities foster teamwork among students and build great appreciation for nature and the environment. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we bring you the Be Happy Play.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Sarah Padres as they get a last-second field goal to beat De La Salle by 3, and they were pretty happy about it. Go to DGDG.com to see how you can be a happy car buyer. Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which player gets the honor next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Ricketts Center.
My name is Cole Kastner. I play lacrosse at the University of Virginia. I'm super grateful for the Ricketts Center and all the work they put into me as a student athlete. They helped me become the 2022 ACC Defensive Player of the Year. And I'm really excited to announce the Cal High Sports Training Tip of the Week.
Today's training tip is a lateral bound. A lateral bound is used for change of direction, explosiveness in a multi-directional plane. Peter's gonna hop over, big jump, stick his landing, make sure he catches it and stabilizes, go back. One more time, back and forth, and going back again.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week every week.
We show you some contenders and then name the play we thought was the best of the best.
Play of the Week.
Here's Carson Christensen from Los Lomas using his face to make a nice save. How about De La Salle's Toa Fave shedding a couple tackles, maintaining his balance, and running down the sideline for the Spartan touchdown? But the Play of the Week has to go to Jake Hansen from Bellarmine, blocking the field goal, scooping up the loose ball, and there he goes! 75 yards to the house. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Jake Hansen, you just won the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Stay right there for 49ers sac-hi sports. We will have highlights from the big Holy Bowl game played between Central Catholic and St. Mary's. 49ers sac-hi sports starts right now.